Hi buddy, welcome to my channel. So today's video is going to be a little different because school is starting up. I thought it'd be a good idea to just kind of film a back to school emergency kit. So I do feel like it's very necessary to bring a few extra things with you just in case of an emergency. I do have a lot of things and I do have reasons for why I have a lot of things, and I'm one of those people that I feel like it's better to be over prepared than under prepared because you just never know what may happen. So I do have a lot of things in here. I'm not in school, so I pretty much just threw together all the things that I normally carry with me on a day-to-day basis, and I normally don't just have one bag. I like to organize things for me, so you can do that if you want, or if you just want to throw everything in a really big bag. I don't have a really big bag, so I just kind of grabbed whatever I had and just put everything in here just for the sake of the video. So I'm gonna stop rambling and I'm just gonna jump straight in. I really wanted this video to be a little more organized, but just because I threw everything in this, I'm just gonna start reaching in and just showing you guys what I have. So the first thing that was not fitting in the bag is a deodorant. It's very important to make sure that you're always smelling good. I know now they have the deodorant sprays, they have the deodorant wipes, the body wipes. With gym class and everything else, you always want to make sure that you smell good. And if you're one of those people where after you sweat you don't really want to put deodorant on because it just kind of feels weird, and you just, rinse off, and then you can get one of those deodorant wipes or the body sprays. Well, the deodorant sprays. So I do feel like deodorant is very, very necessary. The next thing that I want to talk about is lotion. You can use obviously you want to make sure that you're hydrated and you're not ashy, and I mean, nobody wants dry skin, so just use whatever you have. I always like to carry miniature versions of everything. Even with the deodorant, I actually just ran out of my mini little Dove cucumber one, but I always like carrying around mini size things just so everything can kind of just fit together nicely. So the next thing that I want to talk about, I know tons of people have cell phones, and I'm not really sure how the school system works with if you have a chance to charge your phone or what, but I do feel like if you do carry around a phone, you should definitely carry around a power battery bank for your phone. So I have a Mophie one. These are a little pricey, but you can find really inexpensive ones like this. I got this years ago at a drift event and they still work. I mean, it doesn't work as well as a newer one because I've had it for a really long time, but you can pretty much find power banks for under $15. Maybe, I think normally they're about $10. So I definitely feel like it's very necessary to keeping a little backup charger just in case. So the next thing that I feel is absolutely necessary, especially for my ladies, are that time of the month products. You always want to make sure that you have just things just in case. So I always make sure that I keep a pair of panties with me, and when I do have extra pair of panties, I always make sure I have a clear Ziploc bag just in case you need to use it for obvious reasons. And then you want to make sure that you keep a pad, a panty liner, any feminine wipes, whatever you're into, and tampons. I usually like to keep more than one with me just in case I come across someone who may need it, because you never know if you'll be in that situation, and it's always nice if, someone can help you out. So for obvious reasons, definitely make sure that you keep those things with you. The next couple of products I want to talk about is a comb or a brush, just depending. Normally I would carry around a brush, but my hair is pretty short, so a comb just works fine for me. And I always recommend a dryer sheet, especially if you do have longer hair and you do carry around a comb. You can just kind of just put this down on the comb bristles and you can comb your hair, and it'll avoid any kind of static that you may have. Tie pen. This is very, very important. You just never know what may happen. So always make sure that you try to keep one of these around with you. You shouldn't leave the house without sanitizer. It's just also self-explanatory. So the next two products, obviously you don't need to bring both of these, is either floss picks or floss in general, just, you know, after lunch in case there's anything stuck in your teeth. I prefer the floss picks because I just feel like they're really easy to travel with, but when you go to the dentist they give you a little mini floss thing, so I just usually keep that with me also. And you always want to make sure that you have a little bit of cash with you just in case your car's not working or you forget your lunch or you just need a little bit of cash for whatever reason. Just make sure you have a couple of dollars on you just to hold you over. So I'm not really sure how school policies are with bringing pain medicine, but I always make sure that I keep a little pill container with me, and it's usually filled up with Midol, Tylenol, Excedrin, things like that, just in case. And I always carry Gas X with me. Gas X is just one of those underrated products that it just helps if you have any kind of stomach pain, just anything that has to do with the stomach. It's pretty much just calcium, and it just helps relieve any kind of pain that you may have. So this is a little random and this may be a little bit too much TMI, but I do like to carry around ginger candies with me. I do get really bad migraines, and when you have migraines you do get a bit nauseous, so ginger candy helps with nausea. And also when it's that time of the month I do get nauseous from some of the pain, so I always make sure that I keep these with me as well. So the next two things that I always make sure that I keep with me, and it's because I wear contacts, just in case my contacts are acting up, I always make sure I keep a case with solution in here and a backup pair of contacts just in case. I'll always bring my glasses with me just in case, but for whatever reason I always like to make sure that I have backup contacts and a contact case with solution just ready to go. And with that comes eye drops. So I have two kinds of eye drops. These eye drops I use when I'm wearing contacts, and then I also have other drops in case my eyes do get a little irritated or dry, or if something gets in it for non-contacts. So when I'm not, that makes sense, right? Okay. So the next thing that I think is very important to keep with you are snacks, and not just any snacks. Get something a little bit more on the healthier side, but still something that you like and just really enjoy. I prefer something healthy because when I'm hungry and I eat something sweet or just any kind of junk, it just makes me feel even worse. So I prefer getting something a little healthier like this. This is from Trader Joe's. This is their Omega trail mix. This is my favorite trail mix from them. They have them they have this two ways, if that makes any sense. So they have these that are packaged, like individually packaged, which I prefer, especially when I just want to throw things in my bag and just to kind of go. And then they also have the ones, just the big bag, where it's not packaged for you. So whichever you prefer, but like I said, I just like the individually wrapped ones because it's just easier for me to just kind of throw in my bag. I don't have to think about it, just kind of grab a couple and I'm good to go. So the next thing that I have in here are mints. Usually I always keep gum and mints with me. I ran out of gum and the packaging is in the garbage. I just haven't picked up any recently, but I'm not really sure the policy on school and gum. When I was in school, gum was forbidden. You just couldn't have it. They just didn't want it. I mean, nobody really listened, but I'm just saying, if your school doesn't allow it, get mints, because especially after lunch, you don't want bad breath. You know, nobody wants bad breath. So just make sure you have some mints or something to keep your breath fresh. Or they also have those Listerine strips as well. I don't have any of those, but that's always a really good go-to as well, and they dissolve really, really fast. So the next couple of things that I want to talk about, so I always keep a hair tie, some bobby pins, and a clip with me. My hair is finally at the length where I can put it in a ponytail, but for the most part I use these little clips a lot, but you can never go wrong with having a hair tie and bobby pins and clips. You just can't go wrong. So Band-Aids, I mean, it doesn't hurt, it doesn't take up much room, and you just never know. So the last few products that I want to talk about are all kind of sort of on the makeup related side. The first one is a mirror. You can never go wrong with having a mirror. The next products are oil blotting sheets for obvious reasons. If you are getting a little oily, you can just use one or two of these, whatever, however many you want, just to absorb any kind of excess oil. You can get any one that you have. I have a couple of different brands, and I mean, I'm not biased with oil blotting sheets. I have these that my friend gave to me a little while ago. I think I have one or two left in here, and then I have this brand, and then they have really inexpensive ones at the drugstore as well. And then following that, I always make sure that I have some translucent powder with me. If I don't normally carry this with me, I have one of those. I don't think I have it with me, but I have a small little container with loose translucent powder, and then I always make sure I keep a little mini brush in there as well. I don't normally use this, so I just kind of keep this in my bag and just kind of forget about it. And the next thing that I do feel like is necessary are Q-tips. These are pointed Q-tips, and I know these are individually wrapped. I bought these a little while ago. You can just use whatever you have. I do feel like the Q-tips that I have, I don't have a little packaging for it. If you do, it's great because this is just wasteful with the plastic portion. But just make sure you have like a Ziploc bag for certain things, because the Q-tips, the cotton will just kind of get everywhere and it'll just kind of defeat the purpose. But Q-tips are really handy, especially if you have any eyeliner smudges, or just, I mean, they just come in really handy that you'll just never, I can't list the amount of things that Q-tips are good for. So it's, just keep Q-tips with you. The next product I want to talk about is, so this is just a container that I just keep refilling, and I just add a little bit of facial spray. The one that's in here right now is from my Mario Badescu. I just like keeping little containers for situations like this, just in case you need a little refresher, or even if you're not wearing any makeup and you know it's after gym class and you just want a nice little refreshing feeling, or if it's really hot, this also helps cool you down as well. So I always keep a makeup wipe or a facial wipes with me just in case. So if it's towards the end of the day and you just want to get your makeup off, it's as always really good. Or even if you're not wearing makeup and you just have one of those cleansing wipes just to help your skin feel healthy, feel clean, feel good. It's just a good feeling. And then the last two products are lip products. I highly recommend keeping a lip gloss and a lip balm with you. I mean, I always keep both because you just never know. I am more of a lip balm girl. I do wear a lot of lip gloss, but if I'm not wearing any makeup, I always make sure that I have to have lip balm with me. I know this video was probably really long and there was a lot in here, and obviously you don't have to have all of these items. Obviously I'm just catering to my needs as far as, you know, the contact lenses and, you know, just like a bunch of random things also. But of course, cater your emergency kit for your needs. And I really hope this video helped some of you guys, and I hope you have a great school year. So please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.